Burnside. Coming down the hill, there's no stop sign for Roose Avenue where it meets Burnside. You know why? Because it's on the hill, sometimes you can't stop.
There's lots of stop signs on hills.
Is that your answer? That's it?
I don't know what to say, like,
I agree, there's
I
lots
don't
of
know-
stop signs, so we should have one too.
That's not at all what I'm saying, Mr. Kernan. I'm
That's
telling you, like, we can't not put a stop sign when there's a safety issue
Okay.
because it's on a hill and sometime there may be ice and somebody can't stop.
Okay, are you also aware that you see the last columns of pedestrians use that street as well? School kids come from the Apple Hill plan, from Lucia and Rose Drive. They walk down Rose Way to Burnside Road to catch their school bus down there. So now we got a mixture of vehicles in 19 and so hours. We had 157 vehicles and 45 people, 24 of them children.
That's in 6 days, you had that many vehicles.
I'm sorry.
In 6 days.
In 6
It
days,
comes out to-
19 hours.
It comes to an average of about 20 cars a day.
That's right. It's not, no, it doesn't. As you've seen the hours in those 6 days. Some are in the morning, some are in the afternoon. They're not all encompassing. It's when we could watch. So it's not like, that's why it's an observation. It's not a study. I agree with that. It's nothing scientific. And read the notes.
And do you
nobody was
think,
watching, in that time, nobody was watching full time.
do you think if that gate's down, it's gonna stop the kids?
I'm sorry, I'm having difficulty.
If the gate's down, is it gonna stop the kids? They're gonna walk around it. They're still gonna walk there.
Yeah, they certainly have to walk here because that's where the bus, you know. I agree, they're gonna walk there. But those 157 cars wouldn't be coming down there if the road were closed. And the necessity to put up a stop sign would be negated. Because those kids would be walking down there, and there's like 25 houses up there in that plan. And that's, now there's 400 in Apple Hill across the border of that.
Mr. Kernan, I've said
You're going
it.
to admonish me again.
No, I've said it. We understand. We
I'm
support
explaining the
having.
situation, and that they're tied together, don't you understand?
I understand that
Does
you're.
anybody agree with me that
I understand.
one belongs to the other? What caused the necessity for the stop sign was the lack of a gate. Don't
No,
you agree?
no.
What caused it? Please tell me.
I said earlier, we receive complaints from residents who live at those intersections that regardless of when the gate is open or closed, there have been numerous near accidents because of people, there isn't a stop sign there. I specifically asked that question to those residents, is it because the gate is open? And and it's somebody who's very well known and very well respected in the community. The answer is no. So
one person said that.
No.
And when I gave you a petition with names on it, did you name that person?
I'm sorry?
Would you name the person that you said, this well-respected person?
I'm sure he or she would be fine with me
Because
telling you.
they may have signed the petition to close that gate.
They did not.
Okay, good.
There was 3 people that didn't.
Not because.
So one person out of 19 houses,
Yep.
and you're worried about one person.
No, it was not one.
Come on.
person.
Really?
Okay, you're gonna have to.
It was not one person.
It's 2 persons. There's 25 houses. I don't care. We had a petition that 19 residents signed to say it is dangerous.
There was
You
20.
are, time out. You are getting upset when I've tried to tell you over and over and over again, the board supports your position to close the gate.
Are you
You're not
getting
doing a
upset?
darn thing
No,
about it.
I'm
You
just,
continue
you're all
to-
yelling over each other.
No, you're yelling at me. You're constantly correcting me for bringing up the gate when that's involved in this project.
We understand your position.
No, you don't.
Is a stop sign really gonna inconvenience you that much?
Here's the situation. For 70 years, there was no stop
I
sign.
understand that, but is it gonna inconvenience you that much to stop for a minute?
there was no necessity for it until that gate was open. But would it be an inconvenience? Rhonda?
To be fair, the request for the stop sign was brought to our attention last fall. So it has nothing to do with the gate being open or closed.
Okay. Fine, that's one resident. And then we gave you the petition of all the others. So he has more weight than all the rest of it. Is that it?
No.
What is it then?
We take into consideration whether it's one resident or 50 residents, people's concerns. We asked our township engineer to evaluate it. If he would have come back and said to us that he didn't think that they should go there, then we would have respected that opinion. If he came back to us and said that yes, they can go there, then we respect that opinion. In the same way we respected your opinion, Mr. Cronin, when we've been trying to keep this gate closed. So we consider whether you are one person or 100 people, every resident deserves to have their concerns addressed.
Okay, so we put the 3 stop signs there. Let's say it's done. Is that going to solve the problem?
It's not done. It's not done. We haven't even voted on it yet.
Okay, so let's presume that you do. And you put the 3 stop signs in there. That's not going to change anything on here. In fact, it might enhance that. Because as we go month to month, you know, if you voted to close that again, or if they, the residents of 122 Roose agreed to a scenario, you would vote it on the next month. And then it might take another month or two to proceed with the closure of it. So it's every time you don't address that directly, it's been month after month after month.
We have, as I said before, we have multiple scenarios to consider. Some of which I think the board would, and I can't speak for everyone, doesn't make sense, and some of which I think make some sense. But unfortunately, we have to follow the legal process and make sure that we're not trampling on the rights of that property owner. So I'm sorry that it's not moving as quickly as you would like, but we are actively working on it. And we, as a majority of this board, do want that connection not to be. Can I ask what you're handing out now?
This is another handout. This is the proposed. It's the gate again.
Okay, so we're gonna, members of the board, I'm gonna ask that you hang on to these. We're gonna move on and we'll talk about the gate at the end of the meeting. So that we can move on.
What's that?
Skip on.
I looked